and welcome back to Trends and Friends. Thanks for staying with us, guys. It's Tuesday, which means it's Training Tuesday with Jolyn Payne over at Rocking Paw. She's starting a new 4-part series, and today's the first one, so we're going to head over to her and check it out.
We are going to do a 4-part series of the differences between an emotional support dog, a therapy dog, and a service dog. So today we're just going to kind of give you a overview of the 4, and then we'll break it down into the other weeks on the differences, how, if you need one, what the training consists of, the socialization part, and even the temperament and how to pick that dog. So today we're just going to give you an overview. We're going to tell you the difference between each of them. So a therapy dog is a dog that goes to schools, nursing homes, hospitals. They go to disaster events like hurricanes where people's homes have been destroyed, even mass shootings, things like this, to comfort other people. So to have a therapy dog, you need to have a dog, number one, that loves people, right? They're not just loving to you and your family, but they just love all other people. They need to be calm. They need to be friendly. They need to be very well trained and socialized. They have to be used to people grabbing and hugging them, pulling tails and grabbing onto ears, and very tolerant of those things, especially if you go into elementary schools. They have to be very tolerant of sounds such as beepers and buzzers and bells, and maybe even people stumbling or screaming. So therapy dogs are very well trained. They have to go through lots of obedience training, the socialization part as well, and then a third-party tester evaluates them. So for example, you can go through 4 of my levels of obedience. And if your dog is temperamentally suited to be a therapy dog, then you would go on to an organization such as Alliance of Therapy Dogs or Pet Partners, and that organization would test you. An emotional support dog is your dog. An emotional support dog is that dog in your house that when you're sick, they cuddle with you. That when you're crying, they come over and console you and maybe lick your hand and come up and try to hug you or snuggle with you. Or if you're angry or confused or anything like that, your dog is there to provide that support for you. An emotional support dog through the ADA, which is the American Disabilities Act, says that you have to be allowed to have this dog in public housing. So it used to be public transportation as well, but TSA has changed that because of all the people that try to fake their dogs that direction. And so now if you're going to fly with an emotional support dog, they have to go into cargo. Then we have service dogs. A service dog is a medical piece of equipment. This is the dog that helps you with your disability. They have to provide a task for you. So if you have difficulty seeing, or if you're blind, you have a guide dog. If you're diabetic, you have a dog that is going to alert you when your sugar is high or low. If you have a child with autism, they're going to protect that child from harming itself or help calm it out of its episode. So those are the small differences in each of those different dogs. And so follow us in the next couple of weeks, and we will break it down with training, how to pick out a dog, and everything else. Again, thank you for joining us at Rocking Paw. Have a great day.
Thanks, Jolyn. I always learn something new, and it sounds like it's going to be a great series. So make sure y'all pay attention, and we'll always post that on our social media and website just in case you miss it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.